Happy Friday, beautiful souls. This is Shamama Hunting Owl with a new message for us for this week. Wow, guys. I always start by thanking you all for being here and liking and subscribing and sharing. And I just really want to welcome all of you here to this community since the last video. And I don't know what happened with YouTube or the algorithms or whatever, but we have welcomed about over, I think I want to say almost 2,000 new subscribers to the channel, to this tribe in just the last week. The other video that I did a week ago has gotten over 30,000 views as of today. I don't know if that's the fates of the universe or the algorithms of YouTube, but welcome all of you. Thank you all for being here and sharing your energy. And oh my God, in the comments, I think there's over 700 comments on the last video, you guys. And I am just in such a place of complete gratitude and appreciation for your love and your support, and even for those of you who posted comments that were less than supportive, those that wrote stuff that was nasty. I just fucking deleted that shit because I don't put up with stuff like that here. This is a place of love and light, and there is a way to offer constructive criticism to people and help guide them without being mean and nasty. So I don't tolerate stuff like that here. And anybody who did leave any comments that were inappropriate or that just weren't of love and light, I deleted. But I am not afraid of any challenges. And any positive, constructive criticism is always a welcome in this tribe and in this community. I am not just, I don't just keep comments that are all nice and lovey-dovey. I welcome people to challenge me and and I'm totally welcome the triggers in allowing me, because all that does is it allows me to continue to heal myself further and find a bigger spot in my heart for compassion and understanding for people. So thank you for those of you who triggered me, and for those of you who were triggered by my last video and made very judgmental comments. Well, again, take that and look at yourself. That's what this is all about. So I want to remind you guys, keep up with the daily cards. Before I get into the whole other speech, thank you all for being here and reaching out and sharing this journey with me and this experience. And check out the cards, because the cards have been on YouTube, on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I mean, like spot on every day for the energies and how they are shifting right now. You guys, the messages that Spirit have been sending are very loud and very clear. Okay, so aside from that, so let's talk about what has been going on. So I think I am naming this video Unpacking the Tears, because I wanted to use last week's video as a learning experience in how we process through things when they come up for us. And I also have a very full reading to do. So I'm going to try to keep this under 50 minutes from last time, but the reading's not as huge, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So, okay, so let's start, you guys, with talking about the video last week. And yes, I cried. So maybe it was my tears that brought over 30,000 subscribers or 30,000 viewers, but I don't know. Whatever it was, I felt like I needed to help process what my experience was and what was going on for me. And not that I needed to explain it to you guys, but I felt like it was a great way to learn for all of us. So as many of you know, or those of you who are new don't know, I have been on this journey since December of 2012, when my twin sent me a simple Facebook request on Messenger. He was a mutual friend of the guy at the time that I was dating. And from the day I got that friend request and accepted it in December of 2012, my entire world started to crumble around me. And I became awakened, so to speak. My gifts started to come in, my life started to change course events, everything just started new for me. So with that, I started doing Shamama back in, I became Shamama, whatever you want to call it. Started making these videos for you guys about 2.5 years ago in May of 2016. I had been very aware of my twin connection. My twin and I have been involved in a relationship for many years in the physical world. He does have a karmic partner. And throughout my journey and with my videos, I have always delivered the messages as they are intended, with complete authenticity and honesty. And sometimes the messages throughout the years have been very difficult for me because I am on this journey with you all. So when a reading feels very personal to me, like the one last week did, and it felt very, very personal, you guys, on so many levels. There were so many signs and synchronicities in that reading for myself that it did trigger me. And the reason, as I was unpacking the tears and the fears, because I wasn't in pain. A lot of you reached out in very loving ways and were like, I feel your pain. It wasn't pain. It was just fear. And the fear was less about, okay, so let me explain the fear. So the fear for me was that the message last week was very, very personal. And I knew, because I believe one of the cards that came up for the Divine Feminine was about letting go of control issues. And I knew for me, in conveying the message that I had to share with you guys last week, I had to step out of my ego and out of my own experience, because I didn't want anything that I may have had to say to be coming from me, Christine, and from my own personal twin journey, in the sense that, and I hope this is making sense, because I didn't want it to seem like I was manipulating or attempting to steer, control, or direct any message to my divine masculine, to my beloved counterpart, because the message was so personal. I really was fearful of keeping myself in check because I did not want it to be misconstrued by him. Now, what I realized, of course, and again, my upset lasted, the course of maybe an hour, and I was able to process through this stuff after I watched the video back after I had posted it. And really sat and unpacked my tears and what I was feeling. And so my fear was that, God forbid, my divine masculine was to have seen the video, that he, because the messages that came out were so personal for me and for him, I did not want him to misconstrue anything that I was doing as being directed to him and I specifically. And yes, that triggered fear. But I knew I needed to deliver the message because it wasn't just for he and I, that it was for a much bigger portion of the collective. And I had to push through it and face that. Now I know, and I have said this a million times, there are no mistakes on this journey. Whatever happens, happens. In that moment, I was very caught up in the emotion of the fear. Because the last thing I want to do is seem less than authentic. But you know what, I of course through this I realized that I am not less than authentic. I share the messages as I do, and that fear has to go away. And it did. And if it triggered my counterpart, so be it. It was a trigger that he then needed to have. And everything that happened in that message, in that video, was divinely guided. And the force of the universe, allowing the experience to be whatever it needed to be for myself, for him, for you all out there. So it brought me back to remembering what is meant to be will be, that the greatest good, as long as I continue to do my job in the most transparent way with you guys, is all that is meant to do. And sometimes I will cry, and sometimes I will be angry, and other times I will be sad and or in pain or whatever, and it's okay. I am human, and it's important for you all to see, including my divine masculine, to see my vulnerable side, my human, softer, emotional side. I am not always this pillar of strength, you know, and a lot of times I think that the collective forgets that I am doing this alongside of you. I am not above nor below, but walking next to you all in this process. So I just want to thank you all tremendously for your messages, for your guidance, for your love, for your support, not just for me, but for the other people who commented and shared their thoughts and feelings on this video, on last video. That is the most wonderful thing I love about this tribe, is how supportive you all are of each other, and me. And the other thing I did want to share is about me being emotional in the videos, is that I take very careful and great consideration, you guys, in sharing messages where I am very emotional in whatever way, because I know how sensitive the collective is. We are all empaths, okay? We are all empaths, okay? And we feel each other so tremendously. So part of my reservations about sharing a lot of my raw emotional stuff like I did last week is it comes from not wanting to quote unquote infect or pollute the collective with my heavy energy when I am here as a role as a teacher and to help guide you all. I feel that it is sometimes a disservice to you to not make sure that I'm in check. I really need to, I've got to try, most of the time I have to make sure I'm in a really good place to do these videos, to honor the messages as well as to honor you all and your energy. Because I do understand how challenging and difficult it is when we are exposed to energy that can fuck us up a little bit, that can throw us off ourselves. And so I wanted you guys to just understand that also, that was part of what was going through my tears, was that I was fearful that my tears, my upset, my fears would radiate, would be that stone thrown in the water, and that the ripple effects would affect everybody. And that is always the last thing, you guys, that I want to do is you know, upset the collective. I mean, I'm here to be, you know, your cheerleader, your guide, your loving force. But what it did show me, you guys, is how much love you all carry. And it really, I mean, words can't even begin to describe the peace and the honor and the love that you all filled me with. So I thank you all. You gave me a beautiful gift, and I honor that. So thank you guys. All right. So as you can see, things are back on track. Christmas is over. We are working toward the new year and up toward the new moon in whatever the heck it's in. It's in Capricorn, my sign, and the eclipse that'll be coming up in January. So we are, again, more great energies to shift things around. And so we have a lot of positive things still coming. For me, I have been having, since the video last week, I have had tower moment after tower moment in my life. Lots of things are being displaced, moved around, and I'm not really sure what all of it means. So I am just kind of, again, taking a seat of the divine will lead me. And I'm sitting back and having faith that everything that seems to be a not so good thing that has happened in the last week in my life is happening for a reason, and that there are very pleasant, positive things that are coming out of what has happened. So I want you guys, to anyone else who has gone through this, to kind of focus on remembering that these tower moments need to happen in order to move us to our next step. All things must come to an end in order to start a new beginning. And that is very, very strongly the energy that I am feeling, you guys. So many new beginnings are happening, and unions and reunions, reconnections are taking place. And it's beautiful. So today's reading, lots of cards, not quite as many as last time, but again, a nice little storyboard was put together by Spirit. I used the After Tarot deck and the Energy Oracles today. Okay. And all right, so I am going to start. Let me get my glasses and let's do this. All right. So the first card I got, the underlying energy for this reading, and I love this. This is the Nine of Wands. And this is, we are standing. This is us and our twin, okay? This is us standing together, defending. Defending what? What are we defending? Our passions, our truths, our wishes being granted, okay? So we are in complete alignment with our twin in defending the things that we are passionate about that have to do with our dreams and wishes coming true. So that's a beautiful, beautiful way to start this reading, you guys, okay? Standing together, standing tall, maybe not completely sure of things, but knowing that we are matching each other in defending what our truth is, what our passions are, and what we believe in. Beautiful. Next came out was the sacral chakra, Archangel Ariel. Okay, second chakra, sacral chakra, all about our womb space, all about our creative energy, all about our sexual energy, our passions, our creativity. This came out as the energy for the divine masculine and the divine feminine at this time. There's a lot of sexual energy that is coming up. There is a great desire to be with our divine counterpart in the physical way, in an intimate sexual way. There is also a lot of passion and desire for creating right now, for giving birth to bigger and better and beautiful things, and using this fire, this energy of creation from our womb, testicular place, depending on if you're masculine or feminine, and really adding your creative seed, shall we say, to a project. Putting, like all I keep seeing is like literally this adding of the seed to the egg and making this beautiful creation happen. So if you're feeling a lot of sacral chakra stuff, I know I have been, this is what's going on. A lot of connecting with my divine counterpart in the higher realms, in my dream space. A lot of physical, a lot of sexual experience in that dream space of very much being deeply connected. So if you haven't started feeling that, this is something that is coming up for many of us. So open up that sacral chakra, do some clearing, calling in an orange light, allowing it to come in, activating and clearing out whatever is blocked in there, so you can be open to experience this new energy, this increased energy of wanting to create. Yeah, that's all they keep saying is wanting to create, you guys. Okay, so, all right, let's go. So I asked for a card of Spirit to show me who or what the Divine Masculine is representing right now. How is he presenting himself? And we got the King of Wands this week. I think last week we got the King of Cups, water, Poseidon, whatever he is. This week we have him as the King of Wands. He is all fired up about his passion. Okay? And again, they're showing me again this sacral chakra card. This is the fire. This is the passion. Like, he is in this place of really wanting to experience this deep, fiery passion that he has burning inside of him. And he is presenting as the king in this energy. Very stable in this passionate fire in his desires. And he sees, he sees his sword, his wand, with all the new growth on this. This is a lot of passion, you guys. Okay. So, we have for the Divine Masculine, the first card, as he is presenting it as King of Wands, is what's going on for the Divine Masculine right now? What is he? Where is he in his mind space? What is happening? And we get the Three of Pentacles, okay? And in this Three of Pentacles, the Divine Masculine is evaluating the foundation of his structure, of his 3D world, okay? He is really looking, if you can see this card, at what it takes to build this cathedral. He's looking at all the work and the dedication, and again, the Spirit is saying, like, he's looking at what is required in order to build a solid foundation for a cathedral like this. He's like, holy shit, this takes a lot of work, but he knows. He's got the Three Pentacles. He knows that this work is heaven sent. It is the Trinity. It is not just him alone doing this work, that he is being fully supported, and that great and beautiful things are capable of being built at this time in his physical world. Okay? He is assessing what this journey requires. Okay? The cathedral is this journey for the Divine Masculine. He's taking, and this is the card, the clarification card that came out with this Three of Pentacles, is an appreciation. So it's like the Divine Masculine is appreciating the work, the effort, the details of this journey. And actually, what Spirit is saying right now is he's also appreciating the dedication that the Divine Feminine has put in to this process, into building this cathedral. Like, he didn't get it before. He didn't fully understand what was required in order to build this foundation that has been being built. And he has this new appreciation for the entire process and for the Divine Feminine. And he sees it very clearly now, which is beautiful. Like, so beautiful that he can appreciate what this journey is, and he's seeing it very clearly. And so with the Three of Pentacles, next came out the Hierophant. Now, last week the Hierophant meant something completely different from the other deck. This is the divine masculines seeking higher counsel now. Okay? He sees all this work that it's going to take, and that the foundation has been built, and he understands, but now he needs some guidance. And again, Spirit is playing the song from last week. And it is not the Garth Brooks song, I Have Friends in Low Places. This is a worship song that I have friends in high places. And so you can Google it. Google, search the lyrics, I Have Friends in High Places, and it is a worship song, I believe, by Hillsong. That is what I'm referring to, and Spirit is playing again for me. This is the divine masculine seeking higher counsel. Seeking higher counsel, okay? Listening to messages, listening, learning, trying to learn some stuff. Maybe they're watching YouTube videos. Maybe they're Googling shit about twin flames. Maybe they're, studying what it means to be awakened. But someone or ones or people are helping guide the divine masculines right now in bringing them into a better understanding of this, of what is required of them, or what is being asked of them at this time. So the divine masculines are really feeling this light. This information is so helpful to the divine masculines that they are able and taking the time to reflect on what is being shown to them, what is being taught by these people who have come in around them, these friends in high places, these spiritual people that may not even look spiritual to the divine masculine, but are seriously connected and inspirational and motivating into helping them awaken and step into a new way of living, a new way of looking at their lives. So they are being guided. I mean, here we've got the Hierophant and the Hermit. They are being guided, and they are reflecting very deeply on what is being shown to them. They are being loyally dedicated to it, and they're not afraid. Like this dog is a black dog. It's like, I feel like, and they're not afraid to face the darkness. Like, this is the darkness. They're okay. They are strong and confident and stable, knowing that they are being led in the right direction. They know they can face their darkness. Okay, next card for the divine masculine, you guys, is in facing their darkness, what is coming up? And we've got the Nine of Swords. But I love this Nine of Swords, you guys, because look, this person, this divine masculine, sitting in his bed is armed, fully armed, with this big ass sword, and he is slaying that fucking dragon. He says, I am not letting any more of these troubling thoughts, nightmares, despair, despondency, and grief to fuck with my head. I am slaying my demons. I am well armed in my bed, and I am pulling out my sword, and I am taking fucking action. Okay? To end the pain, the torment, the nightmares, to kill the dragon. Literally, he's killing the dragon. He ain't afraid of that shit no more. He's seen the light. He understands. So what's happening when he slays the dragon? He brings on his own tower. He brings on his own tower, the divine masculine. As he sweeps, like literally the vision I saw, and I know that this is a lightning bolt hitting the tower. It's like as he sweeps this sword and slays this dragon unleashes, the death of this dragon unleashes this bolt of fire. That swiping of the sword releases that bolt of fire, of lightning that blows the tower to shit. Breaks down, and this tower to me it breaks down the false reality. This tower represents the falsehood of the lives, the illusion that so many of the divine masculine have been living in. It's that Facebook pretty kind of lifestyle for so many. Their relationships, their lives, everything on the surface looks beautiful to so many, but they have been hiding deep inside is that things are not good and not fulfilling for them. And so this sweeping away of these nasty thoughts and killing this dragon unleashes this opening up, this crumbling of the facade. And that's huge, huge, you guys, okay? Because with that, we go back to, so as this tower crumbles, what happens to the divine masculine's world? What happens to the karmic relationships? And we get the Five of Cups. But again, look at this Five of Cups, you guys. He's looking over his shoulder. He sees the other two cups. He is also leaving in the water. If you can see, there's a dude in the water. He does not give a fuck that that dude may be drowning and needing help, okay? This is the divine masculine leaving behind the shit that doesn't serve him, because he sees behind him that he still has exactly what he needs. He doesn't need this bullshit. So this is like letting the karmic float away, float on down the river. This is not happening anymore. He is. The Page of Swords is next, okay? This page is cutting away the people in his life with his truth that no longer serve him. This is what this is. He's getting his thoughts clear, and he is ready. These people are going to walk up to him, and he's just going to be like, whoosh, nope, you're not part of my truth anymore. Time to let this go. So this is like he's letting the karmic wash away. That whole situation is washing away. There's nothing to be sad of anymore, because he sees what he's left with, the two cups. And he can now begin to speak his truth to everyone, because he has mental clarity and he's ready to cut these people out of his life. And as he cuts these people out of his life, what happens? He becomes the Page of Wands, and he can walk away from everybody. You know, here we have again the karmic partner for the divine masculine as he walks away, not looking back. He is ready to follow his passion. He knows his passion is not back here. He's not looking back. He don't care to look back. He knows his life is ahead of him. So what is the last card we get for the masculine in this reading? What is he walking toward? Oh, there you go, guys. What is he walking toward? His door to personal healing and happiness. This is it. He is walking toward everything he ever wanted. Everything he has ever felt and needed, truly needed in his life. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay. Now, what do we have for the divine feminine? Our beautiful feminines. All right, so the feminine presents, and it's funny because I always use extra cards in the decks, because sometimes they come with like little extra cute face cards, so I always stick them in the decks and use them as part of the reading. So the first card I got for the divine feminine is how she's presenting is, and this is the Fool before he walks off the ledge, you know? She's just walking ahead, doing her journey, loyal and faithful in her purity, in her love, okay? What I do love is she's carrying this fire, okay? And this fire plays into the next card we got for the divine feminine, because she is not afraid to hold her head high and follow her truth. She's got what she needs, and she is taking her little dog and her fire and creating now. So she takes her fire as the Fool, the divine feminine, and she gets next the Ten of Cups. So what is she doing with this fire that the Fool is carrying? Okay, her heart fire, her love fire. Green is all about the heart chakra, right, guys? So she's got this huge fire burning in her heart. She takes her fire, loyally committed in love, and she's like, I hear Spirit saying, like, she's getting the home ready. She's setting the home fire burning, okay? She's taking care of the things in her world, her people, her tribe, her children, her people, and preparing for the divine masculine's return. She's getting everything ready on the home front, because she knows the fulfillment of wishes is coming. It is here. Okay? So, Next card for the feminine we got, again, we have the Fool. But now this time the Fool is falling off the edge and doesn't care that he dropped his bag. Okay? He's holding on to his flower. Okay? Now, where did we see holding on to this flower and appreciating the smell of the flower? Well, guess what? The divine masculine is seeing the divine feminine appreciating all the trials and tribulations that this journey may throw, and not being afraid, and still appreciating. Even if you fall off the ledge, divine feminine, you are still in appreciation. And the divine masculine, this mirrors what the divine masculine is seeing in appreciating the feminine and the things that she has done, and now appreciating what he needs to do for his part of the process. So this is a beautiful mirror card, you guys. The divine masculine is really proud. Now that he's seeing all the work that this journey has taken, he is truly proud of the divine feminine in seeing how she could still fall off a fucking cliff and still see and sense and smell the beauty of the shit that put her there, okay? Of the flower, of the essence of this whole thing. And in the divine feminine, being able to embrace the good, the bad, the highs, the lows of this journey, even the missteps, okay? Still being able to appreciate the journey. As we are doing that divine feminine, we get the Hangman card. And this card is the divine feminine nurturing. This passion, this security, this appreciation that we have for even the pitfalls of this journey is sparking and nourishing the divine masculine to become unstuck and see things in a totally different way than they did before. So this is beautiful that the divine feminine security in all of this is helping nurture and feed and light the way for the divine masculine. Now, there's a little bit of a weird message that's thrown into this. And I don't think that this is a message for all the divine feminines. However, this is definitely an important message for some. And we have got a ton of fucking swords that came out. And so I'm going to start with, so that's the main message for the reading for the collective feminine. This message is specialized to some feminines in this collective. Something is going on, okay? We got the Two of Swords to start with. Two messages came through with this. Number one was that you, divine feminine, may be conflicted between two people and not sure what the truth is, and trying to go within, but you really wish the blindfold was off and you could understand the situation better. This can also, that's one message. The second message I got was that someone is being a little shady around you. There is conflict in something that you are trying to intuitively get a handle on. That there's someone around you that is not necessarily a friend. And I think a couple weeks ago we got a message similar to this, that there might be somebody who's not necessarily working in your best interest in your camp right now. This is the feeling I really get from this. And the clarifying card I got with that is the hostilities card. Again, another sword, you guys. So I feel like there is someone in the divine feminine's camp, so to speak, that is energetically putting some hostilities forward toward the divine feminine, energetically. Maybe even kind of feeding her some unhelpful thoughts or misdirection of her thoughts. And she is really being asked to go within and listen to her own intuition. Like, close your eyes, don't pay attention to what you're seeing, trust yourself. because you need to slay this hostility. And it's definitely a hostile energy, you guys. And so what I want the Divine Feminine, so the next card we got is the Eight of Swords. And again, there is someone that is going to help you, Divine Feminine. See that you're not stuck in these thoughts or stuck with this person. This person is actually helping free you from feeling stuck or bound by this situation. I even think that a lot of you know who this person is, but you're just not necessarily sure how to get out of it. So this person is coming in to just kind of give you a little bit of help and help you make a strategy. Can you see that, guys? Help you make a plan. Okay? So there's definitely a plan in the works as this person helps you feel a little empowered, gives you a little support. This plan is going to flow. This strategy is going to flow. And you are going to be able to walk away from whoever the fuck this person is that has got not the highest intentions for you. And this person's going to think, and so this strategy is going to be like setting a trap. And this person, this Seven of Swords, again, another swords, we've got all these swords. This person is going to get caught in the trap. They think, ha, 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 they got you. They don't. You got them, okay? You've got them, you guys. Because what's going to happen to this sneaky, thievy kind of energy that is around you is they're going to get caught in your trap, and you are going to become the Queen of Swords, Divine Feminine, and go in and slay that bitch, okay? Off with their head, slay that bitch. We don't need any nasty, negative energy around us. But of course, we're going to do it with the highest amount of love and respect. Thank you for your part in my journey, but I no longer need you here. Whoosh, away I go. And in doing such, the Divine Feminine then becomes the Queen of Wands. And I love this, you guys, because what did we start off with? With the masculine, the King of Wands. Here we go again, the divine couple, equally balanced in their energy, holding the place of King and Queen of Wands together. Okay, so that's beautiful. The last card for the Divine Feminine, clarifying this Queen of Wands, is the Sun card. All your wishes, again, wishes coming true, being nurtured, being free from the burdens of whoever the fuck this person was that was hostile and messing with you, and messing with you, that needed to be gone, okay? So this is you as the queen, bathing in your good fortune, your warmth, your nourishment, your love, and having this new beginning. Okay, union cards, you guys. We start with the broken heart. In reverse. There is no more heartbreak. This heartbreak is done, okay? The heartbreak of this union is finished. Because then we get the Two of Wands. And I love this because here you go. Here is the king and the queen, right? Here they are, bringing their wands together. So the union card, the first union card, is after this heartbreak is done in this union, the King and the Queen of Wands can come together and hold the world, their world, in their hands and look out and make their plans together. We then get the Ace of Cups, which is the overflow of love that Spirit is bringing in for this couple, for this union, okay? We then get the Happy Family card. This card is just like the Ten of Cups in the traditional tarot. This is wishes getting granted. This is that card of keeping the home fires burning and coming together as a happy family. We then get blossoming abundance, you guys. And we got cornucopia. Okay, these two are just repeating messages. Bringing this union together this coming together of the King and Queen of Wands, them embracing their world together, is going to bring the happy family, the abundance, And again, the cornucopia is the 11. 1111, the twin flame number. All right, guys? So, and I didn't even look at all the numbers in this reading. We've got a lot of repeats. But really, to me, the most important of these cards at the moment is literally, you know, here's your 1111. Okay? Here's your 1111, guys. Here is your coming together. Here is everything you've ever asked for being delivered in tremendous abundance, blossoming and harvesting into abundance, you guys. So with that, I am going to end this reading. I am going to wish you all a very, very happy and healthy and safe new year. And you know, keep moving forward, keep navigating the energy, you guys. Thank you all for reaching out for readings and sharing your stories and your lives with me here. Baby, I love you, and you know it, and keep, you know, keep on doing what you got to do, and that's it. And I am sending you all so much love and light, gratitude and blessings, always, beautiful souls. I love you guys so fucking much. Have a beautiful, healthy, happy new year, and we will talk again soon. Bye-bye.